People who have been to Japan. What's one thing every American should know before planning a trip? 1. The biggest tip you will ever learn is if you have a lot of 1, 5, and 10 yen coins, just go to 7-Eleven, buy something, and pay using the coin counter. You can dump all your coins at once and pay the rest in bills to consolidate. 2. Many Japanese folks will understand concise English, but not prolonged sentences. For example, if you're holding in a piss and need to take a leak, but can't find a bathroom, ask someone, toilet, don't stretch it out, that is, excuse me, where is the nearest toilet? 3. Be quiet, especially in the train. Lower your voice to what you think is quiet, and then lower it even more. 4. If you need to stop and stand anywhere, pull off to the side and take a look around you to ensure you are not blocking anyone. 5. Please don't tip. 6. Saying, sumimasen, excuse me, and sorry a lot, and knowing a few basic phrases can get you through a lot of situations. The writing system is intimidating, but learning katakana, the letters used to write English words, can make things like restaurants surprisingly easy. 7. Apps to download. Suka Preload with yen can be used for all trains and most convenience stores, as well as several other spots. The Go app is their Uber, except it calls a taxi and you pay with your credit card like normal. Google Translate is a lifesaver, especially their camera feature. Currency converter. Also bring good walking shoes and your aloha spirit. 8. Plan for humidity. 9. The plane ticket is the most expensive part. 10. Food from 7-Elevens is lit. Go to Donkey Pokari Sweat will be your bestie for hydration, and get drunk on lemon beer at least once. 11. Pay attention to which bin you put your trash in. They take that stuff very seriously, and it results in a very clean country. 12. Do not take video with an unalived boy in an unaliving forest and grin like in a hole and uploading it on YouTube. 13. If you watch anime, just know that what you see isn't always going to be an accurate depiction of Japan. 14. It's not America, a whole different culture. Respect it, you are the tourist in their home. 15. You get a discount on taxes if you show them your passport at stores. They usually ask you if you have it before you pay. 16. Although you will see people paying by tapping their cards, phones, and even watches, many places are still cash only, especially in rural areas. If you walk into a restaurant with no cash and are expecting to pay with the card at the end, you could be for an embarrassing and difficult conversation when the bill is presented. 17. Don't chase or block the way of Mako and geishas. 18. Streets in Tokyo aren't named, the city blocks are. The buildings aren't numbered by street, they're numbered by block. They aren't numbered in the order that you see them, but in the order that they're built. Number 2 can easily be next to number 13. It's not at all intuitive for a Westerner. 19. Talking on public transportation is frowned upon. Be respectful and quiet. There are sections of buses and trains for elderly and pregnant women. They take it very seriously. Be respectful. 20. My old workplace, I had 2 co-workers, an older Englishman and a younger German girl. One day, they were having a conversation, and mid-conversation, the English dude turns to me deadpan, says, "Don't mention the war," and keeps on talking. I had to leave the room trying not to laugh. Luckily, it went right over the German girl's head. I would assume this advice would also apply here. 21. Avoid the touts. They are not to be trusted under any circumstance. 22. Japan has a lot of customs that are different from most other parts of the world, and while it's not realistic to learn them all before going, just having the attitude of, I don't know their customs, and thus being humble and observant can get you a significant part of the way. It's not a guarantee, but if someone perceives you as a humble foreigner who's willing to learn, the chance of them being mad at you for, understandably, not knowing all customs is significantly lower. To generalize a bit, when you see a video of someone doing something stupid and locals getting mad, it's often Americans, and that's not because non-Americans know all the local customs, it's because they're humble enough to not end up in that situation. 23. If you're in Fukuoka, most people do not speak any English. Cab drivers will throw you out of a cab if you don't speak Japanese, and they don't understand you. Have a transportation plan from the airport to where you're staying, and also anywhere else. I would print out names and addresses of important places you want to visit in Japanese in advance, just in case your phone dies. 24. When in Rome, do as the Romans do. This goes doubly so in Japan. 25. Don't disrespect people by taking photos of them like they're zoo animals. If you see a sumo wrestler or something in public, be subtle and classy about it and don't bother them. 26. Be ready to remove your shoes frequently. Many situations will require you to do so. Best to pack slip-on shoes to wear during your visit. 27. 7-Eleven ATM or Citibank are the best locations for withdrawing cash using foreign bank cards. 28. For stairs and escalators, stay on the left side if you're not in the hurry and right side if you are, or if you are in Osaka, the opposite. 29. If you are a seafood lover and want to see a tuna auction in Tokyo, then visit the Toyosu fish market in the early morning. 30. You are the foreigner. It is you who doesn't speak the language. That's all. Just be cool. 31. The YouTube channel abroad in Japan is essential viewing. You will need nothing other than this for your trip planning. 32. Maybe it's not like this anymore, but I'm surprised Noon has mentioned it. Don't assume your hotel room will be non-smoking. 33. Walk on the left side. 34. The little crackers like Melba toast you can get at Nara are for the deer, not you. Generous students were surprised when I ate it. 35. That Shogun remake, yeah, don't expect to be the Anjin of modern times. Also, don't be afraid of Godzilla. On a serious note, though, don't try to be a prankster for TikTok clicks. 36. Do not pretend to know better Japan than Japanese people. 37. On the train or subway, stand facing the people who sit. Don't point your butt at them. 38. I live in Tokyo and have for over a year now. Visit Minato Mirai in Yokohama. It's by far my favorite place in Japan. 39. While most cities have laws against smoking and have smoking zones, nobody told me. I saw the zones on like day 10 and then realized that I never saw anyone smoke publicly, except in those little squares. 40. Best advice we received is that good food is a point of pride for restaurant owners, and the quality overall is far higher than the US. So don't obsess over going to the best sushi, ramen, etc., and waiting hours to get in. Enjoy places that are close, have space on the way, etc. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe so you won't miss out on more daily Reddit stories in the future.